Hi guys, Trolls by Reactions, and this video I'm going to react to the Season 2 premiere of Xena Warrior Princess. Let's get into it.
Dagnan's already been here. Looks like the Centaurs drove him off, but he won't give up.
The big question is what kind of welcome you're going to get from the Centaurs.
I don't know. I fought the Centaurs a long time ago. Can only hope they believe I'm here to help.
Wasn't Dagnan in your army back then?
Yes.
Ooh, wow!
You promised you'd never return.
That Xena never will. Dagnan's here for the Ixian Stone.
And what are you here for, or shouldn't I have to guess?
I came to stop Dagnan. I'm not here for anything or anybody.
Anybody?
Hello!
I want to kill her, Uncle!
I won't have you thinking that way.
Do you know him?
Yes. He's my son.
Did she really just say my son?
You won't get the Ixian Stone. All of us are willing to die to keep you from that power. And Boreas, the man who betrayed Xena, to become the greatest friend of the Centaurs, told us everything. He may have died at your command, but he will live forever in our legends.
He's my son, and the son of Boreas. If he stays with me, he'll become a target for all those who hate me. He'll become like me.
The son of Boreas will be raised as my own.
I didn't come here for him. I came to stop Dagnan.
But you are here now. You're gonna tell him, right?
Get out of my way.
Tell him?
Xena!
What? Someone's stalking you? I'm getting really distracted by your beard.
Seer, but even I know that Xena's there.
Yes, Lord Dagnan. How I raise my son is none of your business. You gave up that right a long time ago.
I don't want him growing up to be a warrior. He shouldn't be carrying a sword.
I have to give him the freedom to choose his own path. I thought that's what you wanted as well.
It is.
I love him more than my very life. And the thought of losing him, you can't possibly know what that feels like.
Do you know what it's like to be a mother without her child? Ixion was the father of the Centaurs. When he had the choice of making them either wicked or noble, he chose noble. All their evil is captured inside a stone.
So whoever has the stone has the power of Ixion's wicked creation.
Right. Boreas was a very wise man. He found his way a lot sooner than I did. But I didn't kill him. How can I claim something that I walked away from so long ago?
I don't know what it's like to have a son, but I do know what it's like to have a mother. And he should know that.
Don't you even think about it. This is none of your business. I'll handle it my own way.
I may have your...
I seriously never expected this, but even though it's very unexpected, I guess, I do appreciate the storyline and that they're willing to take risks. But I just wanted to pause for a second because I want to say I love Gabrielle, but I really hope she's not gonna, you know, tell him it's really not her choice to make. It's not up to her. I understand her, but it's Tina's decision. Like, I'm still, wow. I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked. But I also wanted to pause just because I was staying quiet the whole time. But once again, the acting is amazing. And I'm like, why don't we talk more about Lucy? Like, why don't we talk about Xena more in general? I'm just, okay. Gonna continue, but I was just like, maybe I should say something.
weapon. Would it interest you to know Xena has a son?
Great.
My uncle says she was one.
Give me something funny, please. no sleazy warlords who would deem it necessary to drink magic elixirs that turn them into scaly centaurs were harmed during the production of this motion picture. Well, this was the first episode of the second season, and it was a very good one. It was not... I have said it many times, but I'm going to say it again. It was not what I expected, both from a storyline, but also the fact that Xena has a son. Yet again, I have to emphasize that, but I think it was well executed. It could have gone horribly wrong, but it worked. I think it's no surprise that Lucy once again pulled it off, as I said. But I also really liked the way they're interwoven, her past, and also the centaurs, and the fact that they were enemies. But I'm glad that he also said that, this is not the old Xena. This is not the Xena that I knew, and that he saw that and he realized that. And I really liked that they were like, we never should have been enemies. I think it was a great balance. I don't know, it's hard to put it in words. I think what I'm trying to say is that in the beginning, when we had this reveal, like, it's my son, I kind of thought, like, I'm not so sure if I'm really happy with this, that, it's one thing that he turns out to have a brother and all that. It's another thing, well, brothers, it's another thing that she has a son, and what are we going to do? It's not like her son is going to travel with her, I assume. But they managed to, even though I never seen this son before, even though this is like big news, they managed to make me, invested into the storyline and make me feel the emotional stakes. It just once again felt real. And once again it felt like I already knew this for a very long time, and now I'm kind of seeing the conclusion of it. And even though it was all news, like there was all this, like, oh, we have this and we have that going on, and the storyline of a stone. There were quite a lot of things happening, but I think the balance was right. And we still had some awesome action scenes, but we didn't forget about, how is Xena dealing with this? Is she gonna tell her son or not that, she is his mother? How does Gabrielle feel about it? I like that Gabrielle, I guess, for lack of better words, was being a little bit judgmental about it, but then she also said it to Xena, like, yeah, it wasn't really my place to say this and that, and that she also understood the way that Xena was feeling. Because it can be very easy to say that, you should have given up your child. How can you do that? How can you do it? It's not like she doesn't know it herself. I understand why Xena did what she had to do. I don't see what else she could have done, Yeah, maybe you could have said that, oh, she could have ran away with her child, but I understand what she did, and I also understand why she doesn't tell him now. At the end of the day, it's only between her and her son. And I'm also so glad that it didn't make it even more, tragic by killing off his uncle, because I really felt like he was maybe going to die or something. But no, luckily it didn't happen. And I'm wondering if we're gonna see her son again. And one part of me does want to see it again at some point in the series, and another part of me rather doesn't want to see him again, because then I can just assume that everything is going all right, as if when we do see him again, then probably we have another problem. Yeah, I didn't expect this for a season premiere, but I like it. I like that they're once again showing us, of course they show us some amazing fight scenes. It's a very thrilling show, but it does have an emotional heart, and that's why I appreciate it about it the most. Of course I enjoy watching Xena kick some ass and kind of fly through the air. That's all great and all that, but it's even more fun because you care about the characters and you're really rooting for them, and not just like, ooh, I want to see her, slap somebody in the face. Not that I ever get tired of that, don't get me wrong. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious. to the next episode. Oh yeah, and before I forget, so next week there are gonna be 2 Xena episodes, and the week after that 1, and then there are gonna be 2. So every other week there are gonna be 2 episodes, as I've promised some time ago. So it's gonna happen. So next time I'm gonna watch 2 episodes, so I'm even more excited. And yeah, I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm having a little bit of trouble today of expressing myself. Not sure why. But yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.